Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Villa Park, and this is a very big episode for us. Whether we can make it to the Champions League knockout stages or whether we'll have to relegate ourselves to the Europa League for another season, it all happens today as we take on Porto. And if you're enjoying this series so far, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave comments down below. It helps the channel get found. Thank you very much, and let's get into this video. No messing around today, we're going to get straight into things with the opening game against Porto. Just before we do, 4-0 victory versus Arsenal. Daniel Burvet's with goal in the 4th and 83rd minute. Thomas Kozl on 6 and Hudson Enrique on 37. We then lost 2-0 to Liverpool, so we moved up to 2nd after beating Arsenal. Dropped back down to 5th after that defeat. This is the way the league table looks. We're 7 points behind Liverpool, 1 point behind West Ham, Newcastle and Manchester United. Still have a better goal difference than all of them. So yeah, we go into today's game against Porto. We've got Zurich coming up in the last game. It is a big game because if we lose, we're out. If we draw, we need to win and hope Atletico Madrid do us a favour in their game against Porto in the last game of the group stage. We've got to hope we can get something, and hopefully we can today. The team for the game against FC Porto is Wadsworth in goal, Small, Bruni, Suarez and Alex, Upamecano in front of them, Burvetts and Hudson Enrique, Osmar on the left, Rog on the right, Tunjo plays up front. Let's hopefully get something out of this game. We're at home, we know we're a good team at home, and hopefully we can do just that. And we are underway. It is a massive game. Another full house at Villa Park, which we seem to have every single game at the moment. Hudson Enrique from distance. Oh my word, inside 15 seconds. Hudson Enrique gets his 8th of the season. It's 1-0. And what a start that is. The whole tent absolutely erupts with that. Hudson Enrique, who is a cult hero here at Villa Park, gets the ball from from Burvet, sorry, in between the two centre-backs. And he just bends it into the top corner from 25 yards. 1-0. If we get a second here early, that means that that 2-goal lead that they had over us from that first game is wiped out, and we can take on this game as if it's 0-0. Hopefully beat them and get that head-to-head record over them. As Adamovic is under pressure, has to go back to Hilton, and Funes now under a bit of pressure again has to go back to the goalkeeper. This time he goes long, and Bruni should be able to mop this up and does. Takes it down, brings it over halfway. Under no real pressure there. Small out to Osmar. Back to Thierry Small now. Bruni once again. Upamecano. Osmar switches it out to Nikita Raj. Into the box. Somehow it stays out. Probably should have gone across the goalkeeper. He didn't. It's still 1-0. Osmar dispossesses his man there. Turns back into Burvet. Upamecano. Ball over the top for Nikita Raj. Hits it first time and he's put it wide. What a chance. Osmar looks that ball on for Tunjo. Is he going to get there first? He might just do. Oh, and somehow they get it away. Under a little bit of pressure here. They're not comfortable at the back here, Porto, especially when we put the press on them. As that ball is fired up long, Suarez takes it down into Hudson Enrique, Upamecano, into Rog, Tunja, little 1-2, Rog gets it back, 1-on-1, this time he scores. Nikita Raj, 41 minutes in, 5th goal of the season, it's 2-0, and what a first half this has been, exactly what we needed. Villa 2, Porto 0, really well worked. Nikita Raj into Wubishet Tunjo, straight back into the path of Rog. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, puts it across him, inside the post, 2-0. Nikita Raj down the line to Alex. Turns back onto his left foot, crosses blocked. He'll try again, no tackle goes in. Can he get past him? Man, hanging onto the ball far too long there. And now gives it to Bruni. Thierry Small, Osmar now. Burvet into Hudson Enrique, who makes it 3-0. Hudson Enrique gets the goal. It's going to be checked though. And the goal is awarded. It is 3-0 here. Hudson Enrique gets the goal. Daniel Burvet's with the assist. Went into Osmar in the left wing position, into Burvet's first time ball to Hudson Enrique, who broke beyond the defence and puts it in. 3-0. Rog goes past his man, he's brought down by Ugarte. I think that was inside the box. The referee's going to check it. Penalty is awarded. Chance for 4-0. Hudson Enrique steps up, puts it in, gets his hat-trick. And what a performance this has been here today. I was very worried going into this that we weren't going to be able to get the result today, but we have done just that, and we've done it emphatically. 4-0. We have the head-to-head record over FC Porto now, which should mean that whatever we do against Zurich, we should be through to the knockout stage of the Champions League. As Burvetts puts the corner in, headed away. Zikala getting away from his man, over halfway, under a little bit of pressure, but he gets the ball to Karaga and Small with the header, back to the goalkeeper, and that is exactly what we needed there. A nice little play out from the back, fired out to Nadruz on the left-hand side. Burvetts, Kozl. Back to Burvetts. Thierry Small now into Hoy Nadruz. Burvetts again. Goes back for Brown and just hanging onto the ball nicely here. Burvetts has to go back to the goalkeeper. And I haven't even got the lower tempo on here, but we're just knocking it around as if we have. Killing the game. Killing the opposition. Ball through to Petr Kozl. 5-0. He gets his 3rd of the season. And off the bench to get a goal 10 minutes from time 5-0. Hudson Enrique now running away with it. Ugarte with the tackle. Montes. Ball over the top. Headed away by Brown. Nudruz gets it forward to Kozol, who nods it into the path of Hudson Enrique now. Into Nikita Raj. Down the right hand side. Can he get away from his man? And Zikala now has the ball in. Montes. Ball over top for Kroger. Won by Suarez. Upper Meccano picks up over halfway. Ball over top for Petr Kozol. Into the box. Force wide. Can he get the ball back in? Lays it back to Burvets. Burvets now goes back to Upper Meccano. Switches out to Small on the left. Little 1-2. Nudruz off the crossbar and in. What a finish. 6-0. I don't know whether we deserve 6 or not, but we have absolutely killed it here. What a performance this has been here at home. Upper Meccano out to Small on the left side. Infield to Burvets. He got the 1-2 into Nudruz, and what a finish that is. Top corner off the underside of the bar. What a way to end this game. 6-0, and what a performance. 8 shots on target, 6 goals, 2.5 XG. We've absolutely dominated this here. Restricted Porto to absolutely nothing, and we moved to 9 points. And wow, what a performance that is. Atletico Madrid beat Zurich, which we expected. It means they moved to 12 points. We have 7. We have a better head-to-head record than them. So if Porto were to beat Atletico Madrid, we would win the group. So that is key to keep an eye on. But that victory there pretty much secures our place in the next round of the Champions League. We got that game against Zurich next up. And I mean, they've got 3 points so far. It should be a victory for us, you'd like to think. But we won't count our chickens just yet. Savicev into Werison. Rog back to Lemario. Werison again. Hudson Enrique gives it back to Lemario. Werison forced back. Goes towards Brown now. Into Savicev. Hudson Enrique picks it back up. Suarez. Can we break them down early here? This would change the game completely, as they have a lot of men behind the ball. Jose Werison into Osmar. Can he square it across? Pulls it back, and Mole gives it back to the goalkeeper, and they get away with it there, but Suarez can bring it forward. Savicev. Jose Werison. Petr Kozol. Back to Werison. Lovely little triangle passing, and Petr Kozol's missed the target. Poor from him. It remains 0-0. Good opening chance for us there. As Osmar puts that ball in, and Rog fires it straight at the goalkeeper, and it's tipped over. But there was an offside flag up there as well. Good couple of chances here in the first 10 minutes of this game, but it's still 0-0. Jolson into Silveira. It's a bit congested there. Jolson now gets through. 1-on-1. Fires it through the goalkeeper almost. It's 1-0 against the run of play. Leeds get the opening goal of the game. Poor goal to concede there. Peter Wadsworth was probably at fault there. Not many times I've said that during this save, as it was just congested in the midfield. Mole with the ball through to Jolson. And oh no, he doesn't. It's a great finish from Jolson. Went for power rather than placement. Makes it 1-0. And that is not the start that we needed. I said against the run of play. Actually, they've had 2 shots to our 1. But we had the opening couple of highlights. I thought we may be able to take the lead. But Jolson Fernandez gets the opening goals. We approach the half-hour mark here. Villa 0, Leeds 1. Ball whipped in, headed away. Dolce will try and collect it under no real pressure now. Puts the ball in, headed. Oh no, it's fell to Jolson. What a save from Wadsworth. Diving to his left, palms it right, and somehow it decays out and it remains 1-0. Dolce will put this corner kick in. Ball into Silveira. He heads over. Pressure is averted now, but we still trail by a goal to 0. Babel now. Under a little bit of pressure, goes in field to Moss, switches it out to the far side, but Lemario picks it up. Jose Werison now. Nikita Raj has space to run into. Can he go past his man now? Ball over top of Petr Kozol. He's onside. Dinks it over the goalkeeper, and what a clearance from Babel. Rog can't keep it in, and that was the opportunity there. Petr Kozol did excellently. Chipped it over the goalkeeper, and what a stop by Babel. It remains 1-0 at half-time, and we haven't been particularly good. Neither have Leeds, to be fair, but they have the lead 1-0 here at half-time. Ball through Silveira. Chips it over the goalkeeper. Alexandra Silveira makes it 2-0. And that is the worst possible start. After beating Porto 6-0 in the last game, Sondergaard was just... I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what happened there. And Alexandra Silveira chips over Wadsworth. It's 2-0, and that is not what we needed there. Osmar now goes in field. Let's cut out Sondergaard into Hudson Enrique now. Can he get the shot away? Back to Savicev. Into Nikita Raj. He goes back to Lemario. Savicev. Werison. Ball over top. Nikita Raj fires it in. Is he onside? It looks like he is. It's 2-1, and we get an immediate response here. Nikita Raj slotting in on the volley. It's 2-1. Lemario, who put the ball over the top. Little triangles are passing. He's chipped ball over. And Nikita Rod just sweeps home, I think on the half volley actually. It's 2-1. Rod goes past his man. Is that a penalty? Collins tripped him. I thought that looked outside initially. It's going to be checked by the VAR. No penalty, and I was right on that there. Collins isn't even going to get a booking there. I thought he might for that trip. Osmar puts the ball in, too deep for everyone. Nikita Rod can pick it back up. Is there a chance for Rod? Switches it out to Brown. Not the person you want shooting from there, really, and we win a throw-in deep in Leeds territory now. Hopefully we can make something. Doesn't look like we have. With 25 minutes played, it's still 2-1. 2-1 defeat to Leeds. Really, really poor. Goals conceded in the 15th minute, 46th minute. We were really good in the second half. We weren't good in the first half. Really good in the second half. It's a disappointing result there. 2-1 defeat. Not the way we wanted to follow up that 6-0 victory over Porto. Ball out to Rog on the right hand side. Can he get to the byline? Pulls it back into Burvets now. Back to the edge of the box and up Meccano. Into Costa. And they work out to the left side. Back to Rog. Burvets again. Under a bit of pressure, has to turn back. Hits a shot from distance and Vandenberg tips it away. And I don't think that made it for a corner kick. Nikita Rod with this corner kick. Ball in. Costa gets up and he heads it over the bar. Guevara with this outswinging corner. Wadsworth comes and claims it. Didn't even have to jump there. Just took it comfortably on the edge of his 6-yard box. Now looking for that right ball out. Gives it to Suarez now. He goes out to the right hand side. Back to Alex now. Back to Suarez. Nice little triangles as Burvets into Rog quickly. Passes man into Wubshet Tunja. 1-on-1 with the 10 finishing. He does finish it for his 7th of the season. Wubshet Tunja. No pressure there. Calm, cool, composed. Dinks it over the goalkeeper. It is 1-0. We've deserved that as well. Nikita Raj threw ball into the path of Wubshet Tunja. Took a touch. Set himself and just dinks it over the goalkeeper. 1-0. Costa now. That's cut out by Guevara. Ferguson. Chance to get forward. Goes back though. Into McDonald. McDonald into Ferguson. Wollaston. Upper Meccano cuts out. That is brilliantly done. I didn't think having him as a defensive midfielder would be an option this year, but he has played really well at the times that he has played there. As Costa looks into Tunjo, he nods it back to Burved. Switch out to Osmo, nods it into the path of Costa. Costa now into Burved. Through ball for Tunjo, 1-on-1, and this time he shows his 10 finishing, hitting it tamely at Vandenberg, and it remains 1-0. He looks forward quickly. Flick on, Wollaston's in behind, and Wollaston finds the net, and it's 1-1. 32 minutes on the clock. Alex Wollaston. It's a simple Route 1 goal. Vandenberg fired it up. The flick on by Ferguson when he really shouldn't have any right to win that header. Into the path of Wollaston, took a touch and just took it wide of the goalkeeper and puts it inside the post. It's 1-1. Ferguson flicks that on and Suarez can just knock it away. Upper Meccano fires it long and that is poor. I said how well he played and that was a really poor choice of pass there. And that is a poor choice of pass. Osmar dispossesses it into Tunjo, fires it in. Wubshet Tunjo, who should have scored just before Wollaston got the equaliser, does score 5 minutes later. It's 2-1. It's a great finish. No time to think about that one. Just drills it into the bottom corner. Rataru with a poor ball. Osmar cut it out. Great ball into Tunjo. 1-on-1. Hit it first time. Under the goalkeeper, it's 2-1. Can we kill this game off here in the first half? We've got a lot of possession of the ball here. We always look threatening with it as well. Ball into Tunjo now. Ball into Nikita Raj. Through 1-on-1 straight at the goalkeeper and Purcell can bring it away. Seems like a thoroughly entertaining game here at Craven Cottage. As Guevara looks up ball through, it's cut out. A lot of highlights going both ways as well. We aren't dominating like you thought we might. Fulham bottom of the table are really giving us a game here as Costa looks to drive past his man into Wubshet Tunjo from distance, and I think that hit the top of the bar on its way through. Still 2-1. Trying to target their 3 best players here. Just trying to trigger the press on them a little bit more. That ball goes to Guevara. He's through. Great save by Wadsworth down to his left. Should have done better there, should Guevara. We've triggered the press on Eckhart and tried to show him on his weaker foot. And tried to show Ferguson and Wollaston onto their weaker foot as well, whilst going in a little bit harder. The only players really that are doing a good job for Fulham thus far. It's 2-1, there's 20 minutes to go and it's substitution o'clock, I think. Burvets puts this corner in, headed away. Hudson Enrique can pick it back up now. Goes past his man, drives towards the byline. Gets the ball in towards the edge of the box. Costa though with his back to goal now. He looks to go past his man. Infield to Hoyne Druss. Little passes there. And that is poor and cleared away by Purcell. Wollaston into Davey. Out to Haderholes. Eckhart now getting outside him on the left hand side. No real press on him there, but Alex nips in, takes the ball away. He has been a fantastic signing at right back. He is probably our forever right back here. Ball over the top. Pentecostals through and it's saved by the goalkeeper. I think we found our forever right back quite quickly in Paul Alex. But I think we've also found our forever left back now as well. A couple of choices we had over time. Daniel Camilo Paez was there. Thierry Small did a fantastic job last year, and he's doing a job this year as well. But at 31, he won't last forever. As ball goes over the top, Fearon collects it though. I think we found our forever left back in by Burvet, and saved by Vandenberg, and chances galore here, and we just cannot make it count. Petr Kozlov there running out to this right hand side under a little bit of pressure. Pulls it infield towards Enrique. Enrique looks to go past his man, turn a pace towards the byline. Infield to Burvet. Can he drill it across? He does. Kossel, I think it was blocked. It said Brady got himself in way of the shot. Ball through for Wollaston on the counter attack, and Wollaston puts it wide. 2-1 victory here at Craven Cottage. We did the job after getting the lead through Wubishet Tunjo. Wollaston equalised 6 minutes later, but then 6 minutes after that, Tunjo got his second. Probably should have had one before Wollaston got his goal, but didn't. I mean, Fulham were a threat all game. We weren't very good today at all, but we have won the game 2-1. And just to go back to what I was saying earlier, our forever left back, Soren Sondergaard, his name completely left me during that game. And to be fair, a lot of highlights in that game as well. Very action-packed, but we get the victory. We return 2 winning ways, and we take on Manchester City next in the league. Alex into Nikita Raj now. Looks at switchboard to Osmar. Osmar does get there first. Under a little bit of pressure now. I didn't think he was going to get there, and the ball hits the defender, and Yusuf Demir now can run over halfway. Yusuf Demir goes past his man, cutting in field. Yusuf Demir still hanging onto the ball. Yusuf Demir into the box. Yusuf Demir, what a goal that is. Goal of the season contender for sure. 12 minutes on the clock here at City of Manchester Stadium. It is 1-0. And Yusuf Demir, that was fantastic. Coming in from the right-hand side, just hanging on to the possession of the ball, into the box, across the goalkeeper, 1-0. Burbert's now. Thierry Small, headed away by Pele. Yusuf Demir again, looking to get away with it once more. Switches out to the left and Adeyemi. Adeyemi now towards the touchline, into Dimond. Dimond now. Simon. Bellingham. Yusuf Demir into Bastian. Chance for 2-0. Great save by Peter Wadsworth. Bellingham gets away from his man, gives it to Pay. Through ball for Yusuf Demir, pulls it back for Bastian, who puts it wide. What a chance that was there to make it 2-0 and probably seal the game, because we have been hopeless today. Foden looks that ball long, and Wadsworth should get there. Doors fires it long, but it's into pressure. Pele into Bellingham. Adeyemi's in behind Adeyemi, and it's tipped round the post. Simon into Bellingham, through for Bastian. Chance to seal it for Bastian, and Wadsworth makes another good save. I mean, look at those stats. 22 shots against 2, 9 on target to 1. They only beat us 1-0. We hung on in it there. Just didn't provide anything, and that is so disappointing. And we go into the final game there. We're just going to show you the goals in this final game against Zurich, where hopefully we can secure our Champions League knockout stage spot. It's 1-0 here. Nikita Raj with a corner. Well worked. Osmar with a flicker on the near post. And Wubishet Tunjo has the simple job of heading in from 2 yards. 1-0 inside the first minute. It's 2-0 here. Kislin's ball up. Lemario took it down into Osmar. Savic back to Osmar, and the ball towards the far pit stick for Nikita Raj to tap in. 12 minutes in, it's 2-0. So we kill the game off here very early on. 2-0 victory over Zurich. We finished second in the group after Atletico Madrid beat Porto by a goal to 0. Not great, but we progressed to the next round of the Champions League. And this is how we end today's episode. 6th place, 29 points from 15 games, just under 2 points a game. After that defeat to Man City dropped us down outside the top 4. Qualified in the Champions League through to the first knockout stages. 12 points from 6 games, 2 points a game again. Beating Zurich on the last day there to definitely confirm our place in the knockout stages. Quarter-final tie against Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup. And we also have a third round tie against Chelsea in the FA Cup. Not the best episode. Defeats to Leeds, defeats to Man City. Not great. And we will be back for that January run where we play Chelsea, Man United, Brentford, Chelsea, Sheffield United back in January. We'll play through the rest of Christmas, and we'll be back then. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time for some more action here from Villa Park.